Hello, my name is Daniel, and I am an uprising senior at Gunn High School. And this is my final milestone video. My final milestone is when I got Things board to work, to fully set up and usable. Things board is a much more advanced Internet of Things dashboard, and the tracker sends its data directly to Things board instead of having it go through DWE and having Freeboard extract that data from DWE. So this is my Things board dashboard here. It has a map, gauges that show speed and the altitude of the tracker, and also a gauge that shows the cellular signal strength of the tracker. I also have a graph here that shows the speed and the altitude of the tracker, and also another graph down here that shows the signal strength of the tracker. And what's cool about these graphs is that they're basically connected to the map. So I can highlight a section of the graph, and the map will basically correspond to the graph. So this part here is basically corresponds to this part of the graph. So for example, if I wanted to, let's see. So I noticed that there's a dip in speed here close to the end. And I want to know where that happened. So I can highlight this portion of the graph, and it'll show me exactly where that happened. And it happened right at this intersection, because I was waiting for a red light. So I can double click to go back. And it also works for this graph down here too. So I can see that there is a dip in signal strength right around here, and I want to know exactly where that happened. So I can highlight this portion, and I can see exactly where that happened, right around here. So that is my Things board dashboard. I also made a couple of modifications to my tracker too. So I got the tracker to operate on the 2G band instead of the LTE Cat M1 network. And I did that by changing just one line of code in the Arduino code. And LTE Cat M1 is not the same as the LTE used in your smartphone. So many countries don't support or don't have that network. So being able to get it to operate on 2G is really good, because which means that the tracker can operate in pretty much any country that supports 2G, which is a lot of countries. So for example, in China, China doesn't have a Cat M1 network, so I can force the tracker to use 2G, and it will be able to operate in that country. Another small modification I made was that I programmed the built-in Arduino LED to show exactly what the tracker is doing. So if the LED is blinking fast, then that means the tracker is still looking for GPS satellites and is not sending any data over the network at the moment. If the LED is blinking very slowly, that means the tracker is actively sending its GPS data over the network. So that is my final milestone, and thank you for watching.